Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Coming out with it, it's Golden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense working from the pistol. On the ground, it's Blue. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all.
And he intercepts it. Touchdown, Canes. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Golden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been outstanding in coverage early in this game. We're just in the first quarter. Of course, they already have an interception. They should have had their second right there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Dances away to buy time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricanes. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it.
There he goes down the right side. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Texas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the move. Oh, he left him grabbing. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
To throw, it's Ward. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
These quarterbacks that just bounce and bounce and bounce and pull the ball down and make plays. Defensively, you just got to keep coming. You can't get tired. You can't get frustrated, really. It's the frustration that gets to you because they keep making.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And now on second down for this offense. DB's right up on the receivers. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
To the air, it's Ewers. Quickly to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Extending the play. Hit as he throws. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Arroyo. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this time, and they got...
Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone. It's Golden. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Arroyo. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane! Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he's going to try to return this one. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten for the touchback. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback checking off. He'll start this drive firing. Got a man. It's Martinez. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll turn to Martinez. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Bloomer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Quick handoff. At the 35, he's open. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability, too.
Just plowing down the field. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Trying to pound it in. Just trucks through it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try the right side. On the move. He is smashing people. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll ride the hot hand. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. With jet sweep pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
And the Hurricanes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Feeling some heat. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking for space. It's James. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's James. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. The run from the shotgun. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. And the Ducks want to move quickly. Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the 1st down. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Going up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's James. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He tries to take the top off. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And on money downs defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down on the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Getting some heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the 1st half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
They're trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A 3rd and long coming up here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down and run. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Canes with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Arroyo. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Trying to find his man on 1st down. It's caught. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Ward. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He'll get rid of it. got his man. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other and you get some motivation, you need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
Well, the quarterback had nowhere to go with it deep down on the field, so he found his back, just hoping he could maybe make something happen with it, but the defense rallied, made it.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. But then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They'll line up to go for 2. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. And it's picked off. Past the 50. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's going to pass on second down. He's got it. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Ready to fire from the pistol. A handoff, keep working on that clock. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Here they come on second down, trying to put this game away. They'll try the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
No surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
They'll go to the ground. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Coming after it. He's going to run it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
To the air, it's Gabriel. And that pass picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Martinez on the carry. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Pulls it in. It's Martinez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Let's see what they've got on second down. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick strike complete. Smashes through. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Dropping back, it's Ward. Quickly complete. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Fair catch, called for and made. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the...
Afterburners coming. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Trying to slam in. They'll get the two-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Off target and incomplete. Second down play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Makes the catch downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes are going to keep this drive rolling. Grab behind the line. It's Sabuka. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Second down after that previous play. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out and keep him to a short game.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Thank the gods on that one, brother. That was crazy.
In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately, Kurt.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And is fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? Touchdown.
That didn't take long.
Score. You talk about an unforgettable moment for that guy. The kick return for a touchdown in the championship game.
Chris, I didn't know if he had the speed to be able to take it all the way back to the end zone. Initially had some good blocks to spring him free, and then was just outrunning some angles that some of the kickoff coverage team had. Nice play.
Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Judkins. Running with purpose. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down after that completion. The shotgun running play call. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Try and muscle for the first down. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's a short completion to the tight end. They get him down after the completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Looking for his back. He's got it near the end zone. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
The Buckeyes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Great cut. They whiff on him. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to field it. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. First down here for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw. It's Ward. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Gain moves the ball to the 38. Another first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Breaks loose at the 40. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Trying the run, it's Martinez. He shreds the tackle. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown for the U. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you can hope for on this big a stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. And see if they can do it again. He's running out of time here. quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Scanning the field, it's Howard. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Oh, that one's picked off. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The talk strategy here. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Makes a quick grab.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's hit as he throws it. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Joseph. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They get the second half started with the running play. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Tailback with another carry. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back, it's Ward. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for offense, looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for first down.
The Hurricanes have 1st and 10 here. There's the handoff. They bring them down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
The back's got it. Fights off a defender. And the Canes offense is on the move now.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Using his leg. And the ball to the ground. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Chris, anytime a quarterback starts to take off and scramble, the defense is alert to try to get to him and dislodge that football. He gets some positive yards, but he doesn't take care of the ball and secure it, and they're able to knock it away.
An inside give now from the shotgun. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Back to throw. It's Howard. Looks to his left and makes the completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down to the 27. It's a 1st down. This offense really threatening now.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the 1st down.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Finds his man. It's Johnson. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Back to pass. It's Ward. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass.
Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
What was the quarterback thinking here? There's just absolutely no way you can take a sack in this situation. And now it's 4th down.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. Looking to throw for the 1st down. The pocket breaking down. And he's brought down. A sack for the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And it's good. And it's celebration time on the sideline there as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. And they'll take a knee here, not wanting to spend time on a return. They'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Interesting strategic decision. They've got some time to work with. Will they play for a field goal or take a shot at the touchdown and win it here? Looks like he's going to run it. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Looking for his big tight end. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. And he steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Looking to throw. It's Ward. Looking to scramble now. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 2nd down. We're going to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. Well, they fall a little bit short at the final hurdle. It's small consolation, but we really had an excellent season. A lot to be proud of. Just couldn't get the job done here today.
Chris, that's really well said. And while I know we're going to have plenty of time over the next few weeks and months to focus on the champs, it's not easy to get to this point. While I know it's tough in that